Well, well, well. Halloween Kills. We meet again. Just like with the original Halloween 2, Halloween Kills takes place on the exact same night as 2018. Michael Myers ends up surviving the fire, and he goes on a killing spree throughout Haddonfield. Laurie is stuck in a hospital from her injuries, and she cannot do anything to stop him. So it is up to Tommy Doyle and the citizens of Haddonfield to stop Michael Myers once and for all. And the only thing getting in their way is not Michael Myers, but their own stupidity. Despite some issues I had with it, I still liked 2018, and it would have served as a fitting conclusion for this franchise. However, when Blumhouse announced they were going to be doing 2 more movies, I went nuts.
No! No!
It's going to be Halloween 5 and Resurrection all over again, but I was still willing to give this movie a chance. And what did I think of it? Well, when I first watched it, I didn't hate it, I just thought it was okay. It had no reason to exist and it had a lot of problems, but it wasn't horrible. Out of boredom, I decided to watch the movie again, as well as the extended cut, and you ever have one of those movies where the more you think about it, the worse it gets? Halloween Kills is one of those movies for me. I went from thinking the movie was just okay, to thinking it was complete and utter shit. While I'll admit this movie isn't as bad as, say, Halloween 6, but it's still a poorly written, unneeded, and fucking stupid movie. I will get my positives out of the way first. The 1978 flashback is pretty cool, although there are some moments that are just really stupid. The title card sequence with the pumpkins on fire just looks amazing, and it does a good job symbolizing the themes of this movie, just like with 2018. James Jude Courtney proves why he's the best actor to ever play the Shape. He's scary, intimidating, brutal, and just badass. The kills, while some are a little ridiculous due to the character's stupidity, were pretty cool. Especially when Michael kills an entire fire department. I could probably just watch an entire compilation of these kills. The score by John and Cody Carpenter and Daniel Davies is excellent once again. The actors do a good job once again. Jamie Lee Curtis is great for what little she's given. And lastly, the end credits features the song Hunter's Moon by one of my all-time favorite bands, Ghost. Unfortunately, that's all for positives, folks. Strap yourselves in, because this is going to be a bumpy ride. Halloween Kills is filler galore. This movie has no reason to exist. Why did there need to be 2 more movies after 2018?
We've got to have money.
Well, besides that. This movie just exists to have Michael Myers act like Jason for an entire movie before we get to Halloween Ends. The characters in this movie are so goddamn stupid, they make characters from Friday the 13th movies look like they graduated from Harvard. They all make so many stupid decisions, and I didn't feel bad for anyone because they all deserve to die. Such as the gay couple who live in Michael Myers' house. Why would you move into the Myers house? Like I said in my Halloween 6 review, it's like moving into John Wayne Gacy's house. They see the doors wide open. Instead of staying outside and calling the cops, they walk back into the house. And one of them arms themselves with a knife for cutting cheese, and of course, they end up dying. How about in the 1978 flashback where Hawkins accidentally kills his partner? It would make a lot more sense if Michael used Hawkins' partner as a shield, but no, so he just ends up dying. And then Allison, her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's dad decide to go into the Myers house without any backup. Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen. And then you have the king of stupid in this movie, Tommy Doyle. This guy makes so many irresponsible and reckless decisions. This is the guy who decides to arm himself with a baseball bat when some woman thinks Michael is in her car. So what does he do? He hits the woman's car with the bat. Sure, why not? And this guy is partly responsible for one of my most hated moments of this franchise. You see, there was another mental patient who broke out along with Michael. He walks into the hospital, and Tommy Doyle, along with the other people in the hospital, decide to chase him around thinking he's Michael. Yeah, you heard that right. They think the short, fat, balding guy is Michael Myers. And it looks like something I'd see on the fucking Benny Hill show.
It's not him. Not him, Tommy.
And then after the guy kills himself, Tommy Doyle has the balls to say this.
He's always worn a mask. How do we know it's not him? How do we know, Lee?
What do you mean, how are you not sure? It's him! Look at this guy! Compare him to this guy! You are one of the stupidest fucking people I have seen in any movie ever, and I hope you're Alright, I'm good. I'm good. But enough of these stupid wastes of space. What else is wrong with this movie? The dialogue in this movie is annoying and repetitive. It's not Rob Zombie levels of cringe, but it's still pretty bad. I can't even call this dialogue, it's just trailer lines and catchphrases.
But now it needs to die.
It needs to die.
And I'm the one that needs to kill it.
He stabbed his sister in the tits.
Who?
The boogeyman.
Mask off, look him in the eye. Swing on Huckleberry here. Say night-night.
For some reason, this movie needs to remind us that the first Halloween took place 40 years ago.
40 years ago. 40 years ago! It was 40 years ago for 40 years.
And of course, the tagline of this movie that will haunt me until the day I die.
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
All right, evil dies tonight! Not evil dies tonight!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
After the trailers of this movie were setting up Laurie Strode doing more, she does nothing in this movie. All she does is sit in a hospital bed and deliver exposition like she's Dr. Loomis. And that was very disappointing to see. The ending of this movie is so poorly edited and rushed. Karen lures Michael to the mob, and instead of bringing machine guns, rocket launchers, or flamethrowers to confront Michael, they instead arm themselves with baseball bats, 2x4s, and even an iron. Jesus Christ, fucking Haddonfield is stupid. They gang up on Michael and they think he's dead, but of course he's not. Michael gets back up and kills everyone in the mob. Yay, Tommy Doyle's dead. Haha, fuck you, Tommy. Karen decides to walk back into the house for some reason, and then Michael comes up out of nowhere and stabs her to death, and then the movie just ends. All the stupidity in this movie dwindled my excitement for Halloween Ends despite my low expectations for that movie. Halloween Kills went from being just okay to mediocre to crap. The only enjoyment I really found in this movie is Michael being a badass, the score, the cinematography, but all of that isn't enough to save this stupid, poorly written, poorly edited, and unnecessary wreck of a film. If you just want to see Michael go around and kill people, then you'll get your money's worth, but other than that, don't waste your time. Final rating, 1.5 out of 5.